I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, net spin, Venmo, stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Cut the check, reparation, 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 cut the check, reparation.
Well, if you talking compensation, it's about that time. You get
Blessed risings, good afternoon, or good evening. Depending on where in the world you are tapping in from, you got to keep in mind that Keep It Be Podcast is a global show. And today, on this episode of Cut the Check Reparations, we will be discussing, is sorry enough? What Black Americans are owed in reparations. This is out of the Washington Post by Rachel Hatzipanagos. That's Hatzipanagos. Is a sorry enough? Whenever is a sorry enough? Let's just be honest. Let's just dive into it. When is sorry ever enough? When have you said sorry to other races and that was just it? You didn't say sorry with a check. No. Who? Native Americans, land, casinos, check, money, reparations. Essentially, right? Not just, I'm sorry. That's it. Just take this sorry. We very sorry. We really is. Then as soon as, this is how you know you're not sorry. We very sorry. We swear we sorry. Well, forget you then. You don't want my sorry, then forget you. Now, guess what? I ain't even really sorry. See, that's what kind of sorry you give us. When you put the Asians in the camp, right? You gave them some bread. It's a fact. You can't make it up. Hold on. When you're dropping bombs for an attack, a response to an attack, war, you still gave some bread. You still paid. We sorry. We know you bombed us first, and then we bombed you back, and then we sorry we bombed you so hard. Here's a check. We sorry. We bombed you so hard. Just one infraction. Not multiple years, not on top of years and decades and centuries of continued over and over again repetitive infractions, right? You pay for singular infractions. We just one time we sorry. We made a mistake, and we ain't never ever gonna do that again. We promise you. And here's a check. Don't you think that if you cut a check, it would stimulate the economy? You know, when you cut a check to Ukraine, that don't stimulate the economy. I know it helps them buy weapons from the weapons company Blackstone. You know who he is. You buy all your weapons and they tax you at obscene markups, right? Because you got a piece of that. So you're just getting the kickback. You're using the taxpayers' money to fund your illicit activities. But what's it do for the economy? It don't help the economy. It helps your personal 1% economy, but it don't help the overall general economy. It doesn't help it at all. Right. So when you give them fat checks to, let's say, Afghanistan, like you have, speaking factual, how's that help us? How does that help Americans? Come on, man. You got to think. How's that help us? That doesn't help us. It helps you use. That's all. It don't help broke people. It don't help Black people. That's why I say you have to be some sort of mental illness, because you'd rather hate on Black people. Black people even rather hate on themselves. And hold on. I ain't talking about FBAs. If you don't know what that means, you should be subscribed to this program so that you can find out all the terminologies. Foundational Black Americans, FBAs. B1, Black First. They didn't say only Black. It said Black First, how everybody else does, besides us. The Black Caucus, Coon Caucus, that's not Black First. That's not Black only. But the Latino one, no, to help our community. We have to help our community. You don't know what you're talking about. De la Rosa. It's uno. People. For them. They stand for them. Chun-Li and them. The AAPI. They even said, India, you one of us too, P. We looking out for y'all too, fam. Yeah. I know we got classism over here. We got colorism over here. We got it's about the bread over here, and we got the caste system over here. But when it comes to yous, we gonna link together like Voltron against y'all. It's called being on code. And we don't want no sorry. We on code, and sorry ain't enough. It ain't enough. And what Black Americans are owed in reparations, it ain't a sorry. If you think owed means sorry, owed means moolah, dollar bill, y'all. And you know that. When you owe a bill, no one's talking about pay me in sorries. Sorry is not a currency. Sorry. I'm sorry to tell you that sorry is not a currency, and you're not going to be able to bamboozle us with your shenanigans any longer. Hello, when they talk about woke, you see it got hijacked. Somewhere down the line, it's hijacked. But it always goes back to its roots. And when they talk about wokeness, they're talking about Black people. Black people. That's what they're talking about. And you can go read this whole funky article on your own because it's full of nothingness. That's right. It ain't got a whole lot of nothing in it. It's going to tell you about nothing and a board of nothing and let's study nothing. And it's going to talk about an advisory committee about nothing. And then they're going to use a lot of Black history and Afrocentric and reparation advocate terms and human injustices. And that's the article. I just read it for you. That's it. That's all. I just told you what it is. You want to go read it? Fine. You go read it. If you want to go into the controversy over apologies and reparations for human injustices, and you want to talk to the board of supervisors to acknowledge the apology, it just may not be enough. It just may not be enough. It just might not be enough. It's not enough, and you know it's not enough, and any other race knows it's not enough, and you've never just apologized to another race and said that was enough. But you know what is enough? Enough is enough of this whole funky article, and I'm done with it. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna mold you, scold you, and fold you about being off code. I'm gonna leave you with 4 words as we always do around this time. It is around the same time every time. It is subscribe for the vibe, like for the spike, comment your vomit, and share if you dare, if you care at all about getting 24/7 Black empowerment. And if that's the case, then you can get them on all of these platforms that you see on your screen: YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. Take a look in case you're on the Spotify live. Do you dig? Love, peace, blessings, and maloha. I gotta go ha for sure ha. You already know ha. Big Brother Light Bright Supreme Almighty signing off.
Hope you got yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, net spin, Venmo, stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Cut the check, reparation. Cut the check, reparation. Cut the check, reparation. Cut the check, reparation.